What is up, everybody? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm going to get into another playthrough of my God of War commentary series and go into the next mission. And just let's get started. So I believe we just finished Alfheim and we can't wait to figure out what's next. I think I figure out what is next, to be honest.
Glad you're in a better mood.
Yes. I was a little overwhelmed before. Forgive me.
Right, we have this dinner scene.
Eat.
I thought this was really cool in gaming as well. There's probably other video games that does this as well, but I personally liked it because it was just them having a heartfelt conversation, but well, not heartfelt, but like what to decide next with lots of tension.
Enjoy. Enjoy, my friends.
Again, I like how that's Odin, and so he crafted his own food
See about that.
rather than Brock's sausage or whatever that food was.
Here you are. A meal fit for a champion.
Enough. I said we would speak no more of that.
Yes, of course. Didn't mean to offend.
I'm not offended. It's just a word.
The word that clouds your judgment.
So, you really don't think it means anything? After the journey Mom sent us on? Everything we saw in Jotunheim?
It was kind of cool because
What was it all
the
for?
champion, Loki has his own journey.
Think about that?
And so I feel like there's a hidden meaning his father is not realizing, and he's clouded on having more peace rather than finding
What if the
answers.
giants are counting on me?
What giants? I'm counting on you. To be safe.
You trained them, Kratos, to be safe. That's the problem.
Judgment of a man and not of a child.
But what if Loki going to Ironwood is the only way that...
Oh, Atreus. My son. And nothing more. Do you hear me?
I'm not hungry anymore.
Forgive
Yeah,
me.
I think this is where he goes to Ironwood.
The words were chosen carelessly.
You really should eat. Some people swear by it on almost a daily basis.
I just don't understand. Why is there all this stuff about Loki and the champion and Ironwood if none of it's real? He's just so... Ugh!
I mean, if this father and son thing, it's really like in real life, like because a father expects you to do one thing and to be safe. Also, you need to branch out and do your own thing. You need to find your own answers. And so, in this moment, I could relate because I guess my father was expecting me to do something, and I kind of went in a different direction.
Sleep.
And so, I kind of feel for Atreus because I kind of feel like where he's coming from. And so I just think it's really, really cool that he wants to do his own thing.
I mean it.
And so we'll see what happens to him in a minute.
I do too. Get out of here, Heidi.
Already gone.
And so they have this ball. I don't know if it's the same one or a different one what we saw before, but we're going to go into this one. I think it's a different one because this one's black. The other one's like blue. So
Ironwood.
so he drifts off, and I thought this was a cool parallel because his father did the same thing when he was dreaming, both in God of War 4 and this game at the beginning. Then he goes into this dream, and I'm like, oh, we're back in Jotunheim? Yeah, Jotunheim. And I was like, oh, is he in one of Groa's shrines? Because it looks exactly like it, with the sun beaming down on the sands and gold. So we get into this scene, and we're supposed to figure out where to go. And you figure out this is his legacy.
Let her.
I wish I'd known I was a god in Alpha. I wouldn't have felt so bad about killing so many
And then it brought back to the God of War 4, and I'm like, yes! Because you kind of have to play God of War 4 to know this scene. Exactly this scene. This is when Atreus was at his worst, and everyone hated him in God of War 4. Because he was so annoying, and it was like so... It was just so annoying just to hear this over and over. He was a little brat. And it was interesting that Atreus is living his own past, because this is when he was at his lowest. So I thought it was really cool they brought this back into the game, to relive the events of God of War 4 when everyone hated the first that hour or two when he was just a brat like this. Ever since they went up from the basement in that tower all the way to when they went to Helheim in God of War 4.
Hey, don't run off.
Whatever.
Can you tell me where I am?
Whatever.
Please
And then falls through. I thought this was really cool though. It could kind of have this tower. And then they have, again, callbacks to the God of War 4 when he was at his lowest. Kratos literally saw this, and so I thought it was kind of a cool callback to him murdering, I think it was Modi.
He should pay for what he said about Mother.
And Atreus does not want to live through this.
But we're gods. We can do whatever we want.
Please, please wait. Please.
And I thought that was kind of interesting. It was like a flashback, but he feels the real pain of it.
Much better knife than Mother's.
Please stop.
And then something big happens. So I guess he had to die in order, metaphorically I guess, in order to transport here. So when I first saw this place, it was just absolutely amazing. This has to be one of my favorite realms and levels to visit, just because of the beauty, and you'll see why as it expands upon this world just now. Because that beautiful light, they did a really good job explaining the detail in this realm. And so, the first thing I did was look up and look at that beauty. The shadows and the lighting are just absolutely amazing. Like the light there, portraying the shade and everything. Absolutely beautiful. The foliage is absolutely amazing. They did a really great job detailing what Ironwood is truly about and Jotunheim is truly about. And we'll get more into this, but right now we're just walking, following this dog. Nothing much is happening for a while. I thought this was kind of cool. The wolves.
So, where are we going?
Because it kind of just portrays them having a sense of consciousness and them living to this world. They know this world. We are a stranger to it. So I thought this was kind of cool. This little swamp area, kind of showing what Jotunheim is truly about. It's full of these big trees that have come down.
What's that?
Golden trees too, because look at that.
That might be Fenrir you're smelling. Wish I were here to meet you.
Again, we'll learn about Fenrir later, but it's kind of cool that I did the callback to the dog from the beginning. Probably because it's going to be meaningful later on. But yeah, we can't sprint or anything. We just have to follow these dogs. then you get to this area, it kind of opens up a little bit more, and you see, like, again, golden trees. Got a nice archway here. I thought that was kind of cool.
You tell me if you were gonna eat me.
Okay, good joke, I guess.
That's a joke.
And so it has this really cool archway you can go under. Kind of have the dog sitting up on there, judging
I've never
you.
seen a forest like this before.
And they brought in a lot of dogs. 2, 4, 6, 8. Probably like 15, 20 dogs in here.
Through here?
I wonder how they animated all this. And then you have this little archway. Yeah, this Jotunheim scene is beautiful, but it lasts a long time. Many people didn't really like this level just because it was so long and boring and tedious, but I personally loved it. It has to be within one of my top 5 missions in this game. Yeah, this one, I was trying to figure out what this painting was about, but the point of it is that you're supposed to realize it's right here. What with the first encounter. So we meet Agrabota. She's like a new character. I mean, she's alright. She's not one of my favorites, but she does tell the important story of the giants, who Loki is, and everything. We'll learn more about that. But I like her detail. She has like the golden emblems on both of her near her elbows. Sorry, near her shoulders. The nice blue as well near her dress. And so, they kind of styled her pretty cool. Have tattoos on her arms and face.
Oh, it's really you.
This is kind of a funny scene because it's very reminiscent of kind of like how I have kind of met new people in the past, where it's like I kind of am kind of awkward and rude to them just because I'm just kind of that way. I don't have many social tendencies.
You look weirder than I imagined.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Sorry. Was that mean?
Kind of.
Damn it. I'm already messing this up.
And then you get to this big area, open world, and you see the trees and more of the lake in the background. And it's just beautiful once it opens up.
Thanks.
And so when I first played this game, I was confused about this area too. It's Ironwood, and it's supposed to be in Jotunheim, but again, I wasn't sure of that.
I'm Angrboda. You must have a lot of questions?
Yeah.
Follow me.
And just like every other game, you have to go on an adventure to actually find the answers.
Well, some of them.
And so, this is where it opens up to Ironwood. I really loved
You
it.
said you knew
And so, look at that world. It's so amazing. You got like the 5-finger pathway up there. I don't think that's the same one. I think it's farther down, but
It is my name.
it's a close sister to it. And so, yeah, it's so beautiful throughout this realm.
Oh.
Most of the time I was just looking up at the lighting, the beautiful golden trees, because gold actually was my very first favorite color, and then it changed as I went throughout life.
Oh, wow.
So where?
And then it changed to blue, but that's why I like this world so much, because it's very golden and very vibrant in what it has to offer.
Here in the Ironwood.
So I thought Ironwood wasn't a real place.
Perfect, right? Everyone goes searching for the Forest of the Giants if he doesn't think it exists.
The Forest of the Giants.
That's what some people call it. Or called it.
What's that?
Then thought this was kind of cool,
It's big.
Compared to
very beautiful.
I thought giants.
Not even
were
sure
all
what that
supposed
is,
to be
but it's kind of cool.
giant.
I think that's some sort of clothing, to be honest. I'm not sure what a brooch technically is, but that's alright.
Preserve what I can.
But why wait for me?
Because my destiny is to tell you yours.
Thought that was kind of cool. And then we get some fighting. Thought that was kind of cool. Where are the enemies? There we go.
think I've ever
Skills with
seen
that
someone
bow.
fight a dogger that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Come on, come on. But yeah, I still love Loki's
what were
combat.
you
We'll
doing
start to
before
see
you
more of it.
Surviving Fimbulwinter.
And then we get to this area, and it's a giant chainmail. Thought that was kind of cool.
Did you know about it?
Okay, I don't really need this chest. Gonna skip through it.
Is that chainmail? I wonder what brought these into your thing. Oh,
Yeah,
they're
chainmail is kind of cool
kinda
because
like-
it's very reminiscent of
Our giants are strange.
They're dwarves.
it's kind of reminiscent of like the forge and kind of like building materials. Because you also have that in Minecraft as well. So I'm trying to figure out how to bring this over. I think I have to do something up here if I remember right. Where are you?
Do you like
Yeah,
breaking
there we
stuff?
go.
It's just something my father. You know what? Never mind.
Looking good.
Thanks. Wait, what?
But yeah, even in Minecraft they have the chainmail armor, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. And they go forward. It's kind of cool that they have the chainmail kind of like an archway over, just like it's like overhead protection. Whoops.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I met
Okay, I
another
don't
living
care
giant.
about that chest. Don't want to spend time.
Anyone who holds my destiny.
What?
Sorry. I'm just really excited to talk to you.
Okay.
Everything's okay, right? Yeah. I'm just in a magical force that shouldn't exist. Talking to another giant and she... Yeah.
And you get to this area.
Whoa!
Gotcha.
Thanks. Guess I'm still getting the hang of things here. Where are we going?
My mother recorded her visions, or prophecies. Thought you might like to see them.
Where are your parents?
They're not around.
Are they...
This whole realm,
You have a lot of
when I was
questions,
exploring and doing this whole story, I'm just in awe of everything.
I'm sorry.
I love this,
Loki!
oh, I forgot about this boss.
Let's go!
Bring it on. There we go.
Like a champion, even.
Thanks.
And then we get to like the main area, which I'll show you why I love this. Actually, is this the main area?
Hang on. Okay, now you.
No, it's not the main area, but it's one of the bigger areas. I still love it, just because of how beautiful it was in terms of the vastness and the sun on it.
Whoa.
That's Evie's medallion. Race you across?
Sure.
What?
Go!
Okay.
This is such an unfair race. I mean, you're supposed to lose to it every time. That's how it's programmed. There's no way to win it. At least I don't know. But every single time I've always seen that you have no way to win it. Wait, where? Oh, you have to wait for her, see? You can't jump over yourself. You have to wait for her to knock it over, then jump over. And then she take a shortcut. See? Very unfair.
Whoa.
First one off the medallion.
And then you lose your balance. And then there's just no way. You can get as close as you want, but it's programmed where she wins every time.
Well,
It's kind of unfair, but I mean, it's what the developers wanted.
I already knew the path. It's kind of like cheating.
Yeah, it is cheating because developers program that way.
I've seen these before.
Well, then you should know how to beat them.
Yeah.
It's usually not so lively around here.
Guess I'm just lucky.
You're just Loki.
Okay, that's a glitch. That shouldn't happen.
I've got you.
I just love how Atreus is so nimble and fast. It's different from Kratos, because even though Kratos is strong, he can sometimes be very slow. That's kind of why I like Atreus' gameplay, because it's so interesting. And then we get to the main area. So, as we look ahead, look at the trees and the lighting. I love the detail they put in it with the shade and the texturing and everything. That's why I love this realm and the details, because it's actually like very, very beautiful in the end. Unlike Midgard, where it's still beautiful in its own way, but it's like covered in snow. This one, it's very sunny and very reminiscent of this world.
Ready?
Yeah.
And so we look at all these shrines again. It was interesting that I don't know how they got here, because I don't know who carved them and brought them here. I don't know if it was Agraboda or some other giant, but I thought they moved it here since.
Where we scattered Mother's ashes. It was on the wall. Everything had happened already. Just the way it said. But this part was damaged. Oh, that's us. In the bag.
And then you recognize the rest of the story that was hidden on the right of what Kratos was looking at.
Wait. No. No.
The thing is, you never truly knew what that meant. That
It's not right.
the thing is, you thought it was like Kratos' soul leaving the body into Atreus's the whole time, and then it joins Odin. And then, just from the beginning of the game, he turns into the animal again without any control, and I was like, huh, this is kind of cool.
Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa, you're okay. You're okay. It's all alright. It'll be okay. Look at me. Hey, 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 hey!
Just like the Hulk in Avengers, like he has to learn how to control it and aim it. Because he just doesn't know how to control it yet. I thought that was kind of a cool parallel, and the same thing they did in the Avengers, is that Bruce Banner couldn't really control the Hulk, and they had to learn to work together in time, and that's kind of like all the Avengers movies put into this one game, is that he has to learn to control his power and aim it accordingly.
It's okay. You're fine.
It's alright. I don't know what happened.
Oh, don't worry about it. It happens to everyone.
That
Does it?
happens to everyone?
Not the wolf part, but getting scared about your future.
That cannot be my future. It says I serve Odin and my father dies. There's just no way.
Look, this is the only way things turn out. The sooner you accept that, the better.
Oh, shit, that was mean too. Look. Just forget about that now. Forget the future. Forget Loki.
He can't forget it because it's his destiny. That's the part of this game. He wants answers, he wants to know the truth, but at what cost? And so that's kind of like what you learn throughout the game, is what is the true destiny of Atreus / Loki? What happens? And that's just the paradox of life, is that you're trying to figure out the future, and especially if you know the future, you're trying to figure out how to stop it. Because it's like what happens now versus what you know later versus what you did know. And you're just trying to change everything. And so that's why it's so interesting to see that Atreus knows his future now, or at least some version of it, and he's trying to stop it.
Loki, I need your help with this. Hey, thanks Thanks for taking the time to find
And
all
then
those extra
I think I
minerals.
really liked this
Animals
mission
appreciate
too because it wasn't really about fighting per se. It wasn't about like killing one enemy to the other. This is literally just
Here, follow me.
having fun in Jotunheim,
We're
just
gonna get some
exploring,
food, plant some
and
seeds,
that's
any
probably
other good
why
stuff.
people didn't really like it, just
I want to meet
because
someone.
it was very boring and you didn't really have much to do. But for me, I love this because the colors, the atmosphere of Jotunheim is what I really wanted to know. Is that when I got to Jotunheim in the last game, I was like, okay, this is a very beautiful realm, but we only got to see the very top of it, and see what happened to the whole realm.
She's a big
And
girl,
then
huh?
I was like, dang, I really want to know more. And so that's what I was really intrigued by when we got to Ragnarok, and what I wanted to know is like if we can explore the realms. And so it got to Jotunheim, and again, I'm just blown away by how much detail they put in everything. How it's kind of like a swampland that's
Guess you
very
know about the
sunny.
whole champion of the...
Jotnar?
And then that's why it was so intriguing and why I liked it, because I liked to explore everything about this realm. Just because of how much it had to offer, you know? There's a lot to do and a lot to see. I probably took well over like 100 screenshots of this level alone,
Say we were going?
because there was so much beauty in it. Like, look at that. Like, it's an old structure that's been torn apart, and that's just the remnants of what is it is. And then you have the beauty of the trees that have the golden leaves and the golden atmosphere to match the trees. Oh, sorry, the rest of the realm. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Again, everyone else must have hated it, but I absolutely loved it. It was just absolutely beautiful just to explore the realm.
Never seen fruit like this before.
They're called green bulbs.
And so
They'll
basically
never
we're
be
on a
different every
fruit
day.
hunting mission, just collecting the fruit as we go along.
Seems like they work though. Excuse me?
It sounds like she likes you. Could you grab that one?
And so look at this. This looks like kind of like a Japanese culture, you know, the Japanese trees. I'm blanking the term they use for them, but they have these similar trees in the country of Japan. Just because it's so beautiful, it kind of reminds me of those trees and the atmosphere, you know. It's very
You in a
peaceful.
hurry to leave?
No, I just gotta save my father's life now.
I am in a hurry to leave, actually.
Okay.
I like to complete this game as fast as possible, but that's not possible.
I see some fruit up there.
Then we should be up there too.
And then what fascinates me is that, and realizing that Agrabah truly knows this realm, we are just a stranger to it now. So it's really cool to her to navigate this world, and we're just trying to learn it.
You're welcome.
And eventually we will, because at the end of the game, spoiler, is that we will collect all the souls and for the Jotnar, and we will figure out where to go. I'm guessing after we finish the game, and I think this is actually in the next God of War game too, is that we will figure out what Loki's journey is, where he went, what to do. We might even see a grown-up version of him. Who knows?
What I saw would never happen.
And so,
Join Odin if it cost
I
me
still
my
love the
father.
beauty of this realm. I know I keep on mentioning that 1,000 times, but it's so true. Because look at this. Boom, screenshot right there.
I
It's
love
so
my
beautiful.
father, too. Close your heart to it.
And then, like I said, Agrabah knows this realm well. She knows the Ox, and so good depiction there.
Can't reach it.
She knows exactly what to do.
Papa!
The thing is, I'm theorizing is that she probably knew where all these fruits were, and then she's literally just had this whole journey planned for us, and when you got this, saving it up for, who knows, years, decades, I don't know. Come on, there we go. And so I'm guessing that's what happened. That's what I'm theorizing, but who knows? That's just a theory. A game theory.
Never do it.
Sorry, I just had to.
My father wasn't
I've been watching
figure out
some
my
of his
destiny.
videos lately.
When Odin and I were alone, he offered to teach me.
If you were alone with Odin, he could have easily killed you.
I mean, not that easily.
he's technically has a point there because Kratos has been training him for a long time for anything.
How do you know when it's right?
And so I thought it was really cool that they had that whole dialogue. It's like, oh, not that easily, because Kratos truly knows like how to train him in every situation, and that's part of his training right there. And I think that's really cool. That he's prepared for every situation.
Come on, girl.
And that's why he was like, oh, not that easily. Because even though he could have killed him, he could have still put up a fight based on what Kratos has taught him. Now, that's probably why Kratos doesn't want him to meet Odin and have this war, because he's probably not fully trained to fight Odin and how to
Feeding
win.
your animals? You do this every
There's
day.
a chest up there, but we're going to skip that for now.
Seems like a lot for someone your age.
There's a lot of side quests that we could do.
One of the last conversations I had with my father, he said he was sorry he couldn't protect me. That I'd have to grow up so
And so it's just one
At
major
least you got
circle.
an apology.
Dads have a way with words, huh? You know, maybe Odin needs you for something.
Or maybe it's not what it looks like. Maybe I'm tricking Odin.
Oh, is trickery something you're good at?
I lied to my dad a couple times.
Oh, a master of deception.
Hey,
But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, he can lie, but at what cost?
As long as you
He can lose the trust of the father very easily. So go forward into this area. Blah blah
What's next?
blah.
Well, now's when I usually harvest the Vis roots I mix with them. I mean, unless you still want to leave.
no.
I might have to make this a two-parter because this is a long mission. So, again, I have my recordings only set to 1 hour on my PS5, so I usually just do like up to an hour of recording.
Monsters,
Try to match it.
artifacts.
So, depending on how far we go on this, I have to make this a two-parter.
No.
This one we're just exploring with the Ox and Agroboda,
There are some
sorry.
roots up this way.
Agrobodo, I don't know where I came up with the O.
Easy, girl.
I learned
You got
Spanish
this.
now.
Do you have any animals that could
Like,
maybe
Hermano,
faster?
Hermana.
No offense, y'all.
Come on.
Of course I do.
Getting stuck on
They
things.
just can't carry both of us. This is much easier.
Got it.
Yeah,
Let's go forward.
I've got this one. There's another up the path. Just take only what you need.
Yeah.
You won't need that. The roots snap pretty easily. There. Just take a little.
The thing is,
Twist how to do it.
you could have easily done this a lot
Like
faster.
that?
Exactly. We're coming! We're coming! There's more roots this way.
We're gonna still have more enemies to fight.
She really doesn't like me, huh?
She does. It's just, apart from me, the only other person she spent time with.
And snap.
On the ridge!
Fight scene. Again, I don't want to activate the wolf, but whatever.
I got your back.
Activate on that. So much chaos going on right now, but that's what I love. You got he's so noble or nimble and everything. And then I think we have one big guy.
Okay.
No?
Feels weird when I change.
Where's the
Like-
big guy?
I'm not in control.
Do you need to be?
I think we have one more big guy. Come on. Do we need to collect something? Like a root? I forgot exactly. Oh yeah, I think there's one down here I need to collect, and then the big guy comes out.
At least there's some roots down here. Grab them while we look for a way out. No
3,
knife, remember?
2,
Oh,
1,
yeah.
now. Sorry. 3,
Guess it isn't a total
2,
loss.
1, now. 3, 2, 1, now. First try! See? gonna deal with the smaller guys. I think that has to be one of my favorite moves. To activate the wolf, just because I want to end it easier. Plus, it kind of looks cooler. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move forward.
Maybe I don't pull up roots for a little bit.
It wasn't you. Hey, looks like they opened up a path over there. Let's catch up with Yala before more of them show up.
Look at that! Look at that! The trees kind of look like a arching area.
Well, what about you, Loki? What do you feel when
Let's
you
keep
change?
moving forward.
Just anger.
Part of you unleashed the wolf with that anger. Maybe you just need to find the part that will guide it.
Kind of like Thor and Banner in the Avengers.
Not just rage.
See, they kind of add
Checks
some
it
of the
out, another might help you
the idea of it.
stay you.
That's just me.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Maybe.
And then you have some of the wooden craftsmanship of Jotunheim, kind of like what she's built. I thought that was kind of cool.
Home again.
Yeah. Let's drop off these roots in the bucket up on the left here. Then, I've got one last thing to show you.
You okay?
Yeah, just... We should head back toward the water.
I agree. Let's go.
Is it alright if we stick around longer? Might wanna, you know, repair some stuff.
Yes,
Now.
Are there any animals you can turn into?
not yet. But for you, that might be a god thing and not a giant thing.
Oh,
Thanks for rubbing it in, though.
sorry.
Joking.
And I kind of like that they added that, because in God of War 4, that was a huge thing that was revealed in God of War 4 when Atreus says, "Can I turn into an animal?" And that was a thing they brought back from the Marvel universe, but also that's kind of Loki's character, is that he could turn into a snake, a wolf, a parrot, anything he wants, and do that. So I thought that was kind of cool, because it just shows his personality. And how he can deceive and trick others into what he can become.
For what?
And so I thought that was kind of a cool callback, and but also how they made that into reality in this game. You can turn into a wolf or a bear, based on the mission.
You should keep it where it is until you figure that out.
Okay, let's do some more fighting, but first let's skip some scones. Come on. Andy Dano.
Yala usually takes a while to get around.
And then this was a cool scene. I really love the waterfall on the left, how it flows into the lake or the river. The nice golden trees, with a golden chest even on the right as well. I thought that was really cool.
No, I think I got it. How about...
And then the clams are a nice addition as well. How they have moss growing on them and everything. But again, I really love the trees and the atmosphere. I mean, look at the trees and the waterfall on the left. I thought that was just an absolutely cool sight just to see for yourself, you know? And how that has even Agrabah's artwork on the right as well. Right next to that chest. Because it's really cool that you get to see that. That's a nice little touch. They threw the rock at the enemy. Did you see that? And it took a little bit of the health. Boom, you're done. Okay, let's get this enemy.
Bring the wolf, Loki, but under your control.
No, I'm not gonna do it, just because you say so. Okay, that should be good.
Count, by the way. My last throw.
Oh, it counts.
A trogger came out of the water.
Excuses. We can always try again later.
Yes, please do. Okay. I like how she makes the colorful paint on the ground. That's kind of a cool touch to her fighting style. So let's keep moving. Like I said, I really like waterfalls. So it's really cool just to see a waterfall in this level. Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. Go straight. You could stop there and jump over, but like I said, I'm just straightforwarding this walkthrough and playthrough.
Anything for you?
Not really a walkthrough, considering I'm not teaching you guys anything. But this is just a commentary of what I thought of every single thing in the game.
Sort of. It's complicated.
This is a really cool realm to explore because it was very peaceful. Yeah, there are some fighting scenes, sure, as you just saw, and there'll be more in the future, but it was so cool just to explore all this. Because it shows like what this realm is and the beauty of what the giants have made. And just the realm of it. I mean, look at that.
Sure, maybe some details
Beautiful.
change, but the endpoint remains the same. It's better to walk your path than to struggle against it.
And so she just teaches some life lessons here.
Yellow for a bit.
Alright, I thought we had to push that. Keep thinking that we have to do something for that.
Farah.
This, gift doesn't seem like something you're excited about.
Just means we're coming up to the end.
What does that mean?
And then you have the whole view there. Just like the first game, you saw the dead giants and you saw like what they have become. And so I thought that was a cool background that you saw a dead giant there. Okay. Yeah, you saw a dead giant, and I really love that little architecture too right there as well.
Time to hold up my end of the prophecy. Follow me.
Okay. We're about to get to my favorite part. Oh, not this.
I've got you.
So just more fighting scenes right here. She can't use this magic on this stone? I don't know why not, but okay. Could have saved us about a few seconds. The thing is, I like how they reflected the enemies about what your current level is, because they're not like, this would be like level 5 right now. Rather than level 8. Ooh, it's kind of an intense scene. Get me hammered. Get a little bit of health. We'll need it for later. And then we got to this area,
We're coming up.
and I was absolutely fascinated. I was like, whoa.
They were tired of
This kind of
living
reminds me of the
through
Field of Reeds, you know, kind of like what they had in Chains of Olympus. Just it kind of reminds me of the golden reeds they had, kind of like in the Moon Knight as well, if you ever seen that Marvel show. And then they had this area, absolutely beautiful. Let's continue the story first, and I'll explain this. So, got this area. And then I was like, whoa, that's a really, really cool structure right there. Just of how it was formed, you know? You have the nice pillars on the left and right, with nice stone thing on top. And then she pulls out a bag of, well, he guesses marbles, based on the sound.
Oh,
And then we learned this is all the giants, and I'm like,
You've seen these?
huh, very interesting.
not these, but I found a few in Midgar,
Where?
inside your mother's murals.
Oh, but that's... There are more out there.
What
And
are
then
they?
that's the story we learn of Loki, and kind of like why I enjoyed this level, because we realize what his true motive is in this whole story, is that he is a giant, and there are other giants alive in these marvels, and so it's kind of interesting that he learns all about them.
Brother?
Hey, careful.
And each one has a specific design as well. It'd be cool in real life to own some of these marvels, and to know that I'm holding the life of a giant, you know? And so that was really interesting about this level and why I liked it. And so it was so cool to learn that each one has a life in it, and that Loki has a destiny to track all these down. And so that was very interesting to learn. And so then you get to basically here, and it just shows like what exactly he's supposed to be doing. And it's very beautiful that and smart how the giants knew they couldn't fend off Asgard, especially Thor. And so they had to hide themselves, and they had to go in hiding. And just like the what is it? The Mandalorians in the Mandalorian show, and in the Star Wars universe, they went into hiding because they didn't have enough numbers and they couldn't fight off the Empire, so they went into hiding and struck at the perfect time. And so it was their destiny to find one another. And I think that's why he's called Loki, or Loki the champion, or the Jotnar the champion, or whatever. Because he's supposed to be the champion of them all. They're supposed to be the victory, and that he's supposed to not defeat Odin, but he's supposed to realize his destiny into stopping all this.
This is a lot of responsibility.
It is. It's all yours.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm done. I guess. Now that I've given you those, my part in all this is over.
You could always come with me. We could fight Odin together.
If I was supposed to fight alongside you, I wouldn't disappear from your damn mural halfway through.
I understand.
And this is where I saw the background. Again, I saw this before, but I loved, again, the rock murals in the background, the structures, how they have like a big dome on top, and then some kind of cool vertical columns holding it up. And then we saw more dead giants, and then we realized that we were on top of there. We were right there. And we could see all down below, and we saw more dead giants that way. But it didn't really focus on this area here, because it just showed a bunch of gray in the backgrounds. It didn't show the detail and all this, so we couldn't really know what this area was. We had to wait till this game to finally figure out, and I think that screenshot right there is so beautiful. Again, I was trying to figure out what that thing is, but look at that. Just to explore this realm and free realm, oh, that would be cool. Just to fight in between all these rocks and everything. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's why I love Jotunheim. It has a lot of beauty to it. And so that's why I love this area. And not only learning Loki's true destiny, but kind of the beauty of this realm and what it has to offer. And then we have a fight scene here.
Wait, do you feel that?
Feel what?
Help me with this. We should get back to Yara.
So I'll probably get down and then end this part. And then we'll continue the rest of the Jotunheim on the next part. Because there's still quite a little bit more to this level.
Angerboda, could you help?
Nope.
Is she okay?
Okay, let's do this.
What's happening?
Fun part.
It's okay. I can handle it. Go check on Yala.
I'll come around.
Jump him. Hey, Gravona.
On my first playthrough, I wasn't really leveled up enough, and so I had a little bit of trouble defeating that. I think I died a couple times.
Sorry about that.
So,
Those aren't my favorite beasts, but they'll do.
they're all that remains of the giants?
Not all of them. Some are just missing.
But where could they be?
Nowhere in the Nine Realms, as far as anyone can tell.
And then that's where Loki ends up going at the end of the game, as we all know. Again, this commentary, it's just spoilers, but it's just my, it's just showing my commentary, because I didn't really know his purpose at the end of the game, and so I'll figure out and spoil more of that later. But again, this realm is super, super beautiful, that they put in a lot of detail into all that. Look at that, look at that.
Keeping this place safe is that Odin's not looking for it. My wards can keep the wildlife at bay, but if Asgard ever came looking...
I get it. I'm sorry. I won't tell anyone.
Okay, so I'm gonna call it here. I think this is part 6, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. I personally love this. This is my favorite realm, and there's much more to explore. So I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys are doing well with lots of love and respect. I will see you guys later. Peace out and bye.